For the first time, kindergartners' reading skills were required to be put to the test across the state this fall.
The test is called PALS, which stands for Phonological Awareness Literacy Screening, and now the results are in.
News 8's Jenna Traum explains what these results mean and how schools are using them to make our kids' education more personalized.
Mike and Lisa, about 10% of Wisconsin kindergartners tested below the benchmark for their reading skills. Here in our community, nearly every school district scored higher than that state average. Take a look at the breakdown of some of the school districts in our area. Although several local schools were already testing their kindergartners' reading skills before PALS was a requirement, school leaders tell me this data gives them a uniform way to compare their students' progress. Kindergartner Lucas Hansen has his priorities straight.
If you want to be successful in your life, you got to know how to read. It's one of the important jobs that lots of people have to know.
What does 9 start like? What sound?
N.
In his teacher Melissa Ender's 11 years of instructing kindergartners, she says there's been a big shift to the expectations for her students' reading abilities.
It has changed tremendously since the beginning of my teaching career. At the beginning, the students were asked basically to just learn the alphabet and some of the sounds, and there wasn't a real strong push for reading other than just a few sight words. And now that has changed because students are expected to be reading by the end of the school year.
And the fall results from the PALS reading assessment for kindergartners show there are a lot of K-5ers in the Coulee region who excel at it, scoring above the state average.
Well, kindergarten, today we're going to be taking a test.
They're tested one-on-one or in small groups on several different skills like letter sounds, spelling, and rhyme awareness. The La Crosse School District's supervisor of academic programs and staff development says the results help educators tailor their teaching to each student's strengths and weaknesses.
By drilling down and taking a look at their scores and looking at the gaps in performance, we can decide what we need to do instructionally to help them improve.
Think of always the beginning sound that you hear. That's what sound we're listening for.
Ender says the latest scores show most kids are up to the task. In fact, for Lucas, the most difficult thing about reading just might be picking out a favorite book.
There's lots of different books out there, so it's kind of hard to pick this one.
Kindergartners are just about to start taking the spring PALS assessment, and the teacher you just met tells me getting those results will help her determine where kids have been making progress throughout the year and what areas still need work.
Thanks, Jenna. The PALS assessment was implemented this fall as part of Governor Scott Walker's Read to Lead initiative.